if you feel like December and really just like the last quarter of this year had hands, then this message is for you, honey. You are experiencing something that you're going to be able to tell your grandkids about. You're going to be able to teach them and give them this wisdom and give them this game. You're going to be able to give them this knowledge and insight of what you experienced this year, because your perception is not just, oh, I'm taking losses. Even if you have a moment, right? Because you're human. You may have moments where you're like, this is hard. I'm going through a lot. Man, this is too much. Like, I'm ready to throw in the towel. But I feel like you're so intelligent that the moment you like switch your perspective, you see these losses as actually lessons. Like, you've learned a lot of lessons, and wisdom is worth more than gold. Wisdom is something that they cannot take away from you. Like, if you want to think about gold is a tangible thing, and as great and beautiful as it is, it can be taken from you easily. But wisdom is something they can never take away from you. They can't take away your intelligence. They can't take away what you know. And everything that you have went through this year made you smarter. It made you more aware. It has increased your discernment. It has increased your intuition. You have increased your spiritual gifts. You are aware of exactly what you need to do going forward. Even if you have some type of mental block where you feel like you can't quite get there, you can't quite do exactly what you're thinking about doing, your body has not quite caught up with your mind yet, or your mind hasn't caught up with your body, whatever. Everything is going to come into the middle eventually. And everything that you're feeling and experiencing right now, as hard as it is, it's completely necessary. And I know that may be hard to hear. It may be difficult to understand. And I totally get that. But I just want to help you with your perspective, because December is not over yet. It's only the 4th day. We've only been out here for 4 days, okay? We don't know what else is to come for the next couple of weeks, right? Good and bad. And I want to reference the law of polarity. And the law of polarity basically just means that everything has an opposite. So as extremely bad as something is, whether that's an experience or a person's behavior, there's also an opposite to that, and that person can be equally as good, or an experience can be equally as good. So we take 2025 and we alchemize all the energy and all the negativity and everything that we went through. We learn lessons and we just go head first and do it as hard as it is. Next year is going to be really good. When I tell you next year is going to be a very memorable year, things are going to happen next year. And I don't just mean in your personal life. I mean on a world scale. Things are going to happen next year that no one has ever experienced. Like, no being on this earth has ever experienced or witnessed. There's going to be phenomenons and these great things that are going to happen. They're going to feel like magic. There are going to be things that happen that no one in your bloodline has ever experienced. So this could be wealth. I'm definitely feeling the energy of like millionaires, like firstborn millionaires, and just discoveries and inventions. Something is going to happen, or you're going to create something. You're going to do something, or the world is going to see and experience some things that no human, no man, no woman has ever experienced or seen before ever. Okay. This gives me the energy of like when the light bulb was created. It gives me that energy. Prior to that, at least to my knowledge, there was nothing else like that, right? Or just like the iPhone, there was nothing else like that. Or GPS. When I was a kid, I remember my family pulling out maps to drive down to Florida for a vacation. Like, these kids do not know nothing about that, but it's going to be something like that. You are going to invent this, or someone's going to invent this, or someone's going to experience this, and we're going to see a new age of something. I'm just really getting a new age of inventors and new age of even musicians and creatives. Someone who has a different sound, a different voice, like the birth of new legends. Like, either this is going to be you, or maybe you're going to actually give birth to a legend. Like, something about that. A lot of newness is coming. A lot of greatness is coming. And the enemy knows that. The opposition knows that. And they're just hoping that you'll throw in the towel before you get to the other side of this. They're hoping that you just stop and you just give up and you just say, you know, I'm done with this. Or they're hoping that you trick yourself out your spot. And whoever I'm talking to, you're not going to do that, because you are so strong. You are so powerful, okay? You are so powerful. The enemy cannot trick you out your spot. The only person that can take you out your spot is you and the Most High God. And the Most High God is not taking you out of spot or removing you from a place that he needs you at. or you're meant to be at, right? So whoever you are, you may have been experiencing a lot of different energies. You could be feeling very moody, like your energy is very up and down. You don't know what to do. You're not understanding how you're feeling this way. Turn that pain into purpose. Turn that feeling that you are experiencing into insight and wisdom and clarity. How you do that is you go within. Yeah, you can pray to God, but you also have to do the work, right? So do your shadow work. Ask yourself questions. Write down different things. Like, you know this. Whoever I'm talking to, you already know this. You know what to do. I just feel like you may have a mental block where it's not allowing you to do what you know you're supposed to do. And when I'm personally feeling like that, if I can give you some advice, I meditate. That's what I do, because meditation gives me clarity. Meditation makes me feel like I'm closer to God, or I clean up, or I wash my hair, or I wash my sheets. Like anything that has to do with cleanliness and removing, that's what I do, because that opens room for what I am needing in that moment. And if what you're needing in this moment is clarity, is wisdom, clean up something. Clean up your phone, clean up your house, clean your hair, get your nails done. God knows I need to get my nails done. I don't know why I've been procrastinating. I've been busy though, like not too much, okay? I've been really, really busy. But anywho, it's not about me. I said that to say, like, do what is necessary at this time to make yourself feel as positive as possible. And I don't mean that you gaslight yourself and you ignore your feelings. I just mean that use this time right now to get ahead of the game and make sure that you're not like tricking yourself out of your spot, because I do feel like you may be in an energy of wanting to give up on things that God said was for you, and that is nothing but the enemy. Like, there are things that you have built or things that you want, you've been working towards. You're kind of in this feeling like, okay, I'm just going to give up. I don't really care. That is not your energy. I'm going to need you to call your energy and power back to you. I'm going to need you to go to God and ask for clarity. Ask God to go before you and handle your enemies. Go before you and handle your burdens. Like anything like that you need to do it. Because we're almost there. You are almost there. You are so close. Like, I'm telling you, you're so close. Stay in alignment with what you want. Feel your feelings, cry, get mad, angry, whatever you got to do. But after that, alchemize that energy. Turn it back into power. Turn it back into clarity. Turn it back into justice, I want to say. And justice is not something that is necessarily you seeing your enemies fall. Justice is the glow up. Justice is the bag. Justice is the favor. Justice is the divinity and the anointing. That's justice. That's real, true justice. Okay? This will be your justice in this next season. Forget the enemy, forget the opposition, forget all of that. We only use those situations and scenarios to empower us and motivate us and help us move forward, and sometimes remind us of our own power, okay? The enemy always serves his purpose, but it's not greater than you and your purpose and the bigger picture to this entire situation, which is that greatness is coming for you, honey. So remember this, and remember even the reference to law of polarity. I don't care how bad this year was. I promise you, next year, honey, okay, we turned up. We are turned up next year. We're having fun. We're living life. We're wiser. And that wisdom that we gained is going to make next year so much more memorable and so much more enjoyable, right? So right now, just allow, rest, receive, and give anything that you feel like you cannot handle straight to God, and let God handle it for you.